Welcome back to Off the Record. Sorry for the delay. Most men don't come to Pattaya to understand anything. They come to experience something. And the mistake happens right there. Because a lot of men judge women in Pattaya using rules, expectations, and morals from back home, and then get angry when reality doesn't cooperate. That's the problem. You can't bring Western expectations into a Southeast Asian survival economy and expect clarity, fairness, or familiarity. And when things don't make sense, instead of asking better questions, men start judging women. This video isn't about defending anyone. It's about explaining why so many men misunderstand the culture and then blame women for it. This is Off the Record. The Western Lens. Most men arrive in Pattaya with a mental blueprint. Dating should be honest. Interest should be exclusive. Time equals investment. Money equals generosity. Sex equals intimacy. Those rules work back home because the culture supports them. But Pattaya doesn't operate on romance first logic. It operates on survival first logic. When a man judges a woman here for being too practical, too cautious, or too transactional, he's not seeing her reality. He's projecting his own expectations, and when projection fails, frustration begins. Survival is the context. A lot of Thai women didn't grow up planning relationships. They grew up planning how to get through the month. Family obligations, limited job mobility, economic pressure, unstable income, social expectations. So when a man says she should just choose better, she shouldn't talk to multiple men, she should be honest from the start. He's skipping the part where options equal safety. Judging someone without understanding their context isn't morality. It's ignorance dressed up as principles. When judgment becomes an ego shield. Here's the part most men won't admit. Judging women is often a way to avoid judging ourselves. Instead of asking, why did I move too fast? Why did I assume exclusivity? Why did I ignore red flags? Why did I invest emotionally before understanding the environment? It's easier to say, she's fake. She's greedy. She's playing games. Judgment becomes armor to protect a bruised ego. But the truth is, Pattaya didn't trick you. You just misunderstood where you were standing. There's another layer to this that most men don't want to confront. A lot of judgment doesn't come from morality. It comes from confusion mixed with entitlement. Men arrive in Pattaya thinking, if she likes me, she should act like women back home. If I'm consistent, she should be loyal. If I'm generous, she should be transparent. But those expectations only make sense in environments built on stability. Pattaya is not built on stability. It's built on movement. People come and go. Jobs change weekly. Income fluctuates. Relationships are temporary by default. So when a woman moves cautiously, keeps options open, or avoids emotional commitment early, that's not deception. That's risk management. Men judge it as cold, but in reality, it's practical. Why men struggle with this environment. Here's something uncomfortable. Many men come to Pattaya because they're tired of being judged back home. Tired of expectations, tired of competition, tired of being invisible. So when they get attention here, they confuse relief with connection. And once relief feels good, expectations start forming fast. That's when judgment creeps in, because when a woman doesn't behave the way the fantasy promised, men feel betrayed, even though no promises were made. Judgment becomes a way to regain emotional control. Instead of saying, I misread the environment, men say she's wrong. The danger of moral superiority abroad. One of the biggest mistakes men make overseas is believing their values automatically make them right. But values don't exist in a vacuum. They exist inside culture, economy, and history. You can't judge survival behavior with leisure standards. You can't judge someone raised in scarcity, using rules shaped by abundance. And when men do that, they stop listening, they stop learning, they stop adapting. That's when Pattaya becomes frustrating instead of fun, bitter instead of exciting, confusing instead of enlightening. Why judgment kills the experience. Here's the truth most men miss. The moment you start judging everyone, you stop seeing clearly. You miss good people, you miss genuine moments, you miss lessons, you miss growth, because judgment locks you into one narrative. Everyone here is the same. And that's never true, anywhere in the world. Men who enjoy Pattaya long term aren't naive. They're aware. They don't assume intentions. They don't rush emotions. They don't moralize survival. They don't confuse attention with obligation. They understand the environment first, then decide how to move inside it. The shift that changes everything. The shift happens when a man stops asking, why don't women here act like they do back home? And starts asking, what does this environment reward and why? That's when clarity replaces frustration. That's when respect replaces resentment. That's when Pattaya stops feeling like a problem and starts feeling like a mirror, because this city doesn't judge you. It reflects you. And once you understand that reflection, you stop turning cultural differences into personal attacks. You stop judging character based on environment-driven behavior. Which brings us to the part men get wrong the most. Culture explains behavior, but it doesn't define character. Culture does not equal character. This is where men get it twisted. Culture explains behavior. It does not define character. Not every woman is the same. Not every interaction is a scam. Not every situation is manipulation. But when men lump all women together, they stop seeing individuals and start seeing stereotypes. And once that happens, respect disappears. You can't build understanding from a place of resentment. What respect actually looks like. Respect in Pattaya doesn't mean blind trust. It means observing before investing, asking questions instead of assuming, understanding the economy before judging behavior, knowing when to enjoy the moment and when to walk away. Men who thrive here don't moralize everything. They adapt. They learn the difference between attention versus affection, convenience versus connection, experience versus expectation. And once you stop judging women like it's home, Pattaya starts making sense. The biggest mistake men make in Pattaya is thinking they're owed clarity in an environment built on ambiguity. If you don't understand the culture, you'll resent the people. And resentment is how men ruin what could have been a valuable experience. This isn't about blame, it's about awareness. Because once you understand the environment, you stop judging and start choosing better. I'm gone.